Military and display flying demand precision and razor-thin margins. This episode breaks down 5 real incidents on camera. A training midair in Germany. A T-28C at Martinsburg that never completes a low-level roll. An L-29 at Reno that departs controlled flight with no altitude to trade. A Patrouille de France rehearsal collision with all crew ejecting. And Duxford's P-51 Big Beautiful Doll struck during the break, its pilot bailing out at the last second. We stick to verified footage and official findings. Viewer discretion advised. Let's start in Germany, 2022. September 24th, 2022. Gerelomnitz Airfield, Germany. Two Zlin Z526 AFS from the Kunstflugstaffelgera are flying a training sortie near the runway. Weather is good and the sequence is kept low to the ground. During a formation reposition, the pair begin to converge at shallow angles. At the crossing point, the aircraft make contact. Their structures appear to lock together. Control is lost immediately. With almost no altitude to recover, both Zlins descend nearly vertically and impact a field beside the aerodrome. Fire and smoke follow within seconds. No parachutes are visible in the footage. Later, it is confirmed that both pilots are fatally injured. There are no casualties on the ground, and both aircraft are destroyed. The event is classified by German investigators as a mid-air collision during a training flight. The key factor identified is mechanical entanglement after contact, which prevented separation or escape. No independent technical failure is reported. September 17, 2011. Thunder over the Blue Ridge, Martinsburg, West Virginia. A 6-ship Trojan Horseman routine brings 2 T-28C Trojans in on an opposing pass at Show Center. The plan calls for a cross at low altitude, then an immediate aileron roll. As the east-west pair separate, the westbound aircraft begins a left roll, but it never completes. The roll slows near the inverted region, the nose drops, and the airplane descends with no meaningful recovery space left. It strikes the runway and burns. The pilot, John Jack Mangan, does not survive. Remarkably, no one on the ground is injured. Investigators later determined there was no in-flight breakup on video and no evidence of mechanical failure. The NTSB's finding is stark. Impairment from a recent heart attack led to loss of control during a low-level aerobatic maneuver, with federal medical policy allowing high-risk aerobatics despite severe coronary artery disease noted as a contributing factor. September 18, 2022. Reno Steed, Nevada. During the Jet Gold race, the L-29 Ballista, Race 29, flown by Aaron Hogue, is on lap 3 near the outer pylons. Running the inside line in a shallow left bank, the jet eases into a brief climb. At the top of the arc, the attitude changes abruptly. The airplane rolls right toward knife edge, then immediately reverses left. The nose falls through, the bank increases, and the altitude margin is gone. With the desert closing fast beyond Pylon 5, the L-29 descends left wing low and impacts the terrain. A post-crash fire ignites within seconds. There are no injuries on the ground. The pilot, Aaron Hogue, is killed in the crash. Racing is suspended for the remainder of the day. Later review of multiple spectator videos documents the sequence from climb to impact. No onboard footage is recoverable, and in the available imagery, there is no clear sign of a pre-impact structural separation. The picture is stark. At racing speed and low height, a rapid, unexpected roll leaves too little altitude to arrest the descent. March 25, 2025. Near Airbase 113 at Saint-Dizier. During a rehearsal flight, two Patrouille de France Alpha jets converge in formation with smoke on. As the geometry tightens, the jets touch. Pieces separate and both aircraft instantly depart controlled flight. In the next seconds, 3 aircrew, 2 pilots and a passenger are seen ejecting. Parachutes open as the jets continue down. One aircraft impacts a grain silo at Villiers-en-Loup, starting a fire. The other comes down nearby, away from built-up areas. Emergency crews move in quickly. All 3 on board are found alive and taken to hospital. Injuries are reported as non-life-threatening, and there are no casualties on the ground. Authorities open an investigation into the mid-air collision. Early reporting does not assign a mechanical cause and treats the event as an accident during training. For the team, it's a rare loss of airframes, but in part thanks to timely ejections and the impact locations, an incident without fatalities.
July 10, 2011. Duxford, United Kingdom. 3 warbirds are returning to land after a display. 2 P-51D Mustangs and a Douglas A-1 Skyraider. The formation lead is the Mustang, big, beautiful doll. At Show Center, they set up for a left brake to land, a routine maneuver where each aircraft turns in sequence, slows, and spaces out for the circuit. As the lead Mustang starts the brake and decelerates, the Skyraider behind turns a little tighter and loses visual on the lead. The geometry closes faster than expected. Seconds later, the Skyraider's right wing clips the Mustang's tail section. Big Beautiful Doll snaps out of controlled flight. At very low altitude, pilot Rob Davies bails out. His parachute opens and he survives. The Mustang impacts a nearby field and is destroyed. Despite a damaged right wingtip, the Skyraider remains controllable and lands safely back at Duxford. No one on the ground is hurt. Investigators describe a mid-air during the break, driven by loss of visual and an inside over-tight turn that collapsed spacing at low height. 5 incidents, 5 lessons. Margins at low level, formation geometry, physiology and workload, altitude discipline around pylons, and sight. Never lose the lead. We stuck to the tape and official findings. No filler, no guesswork. If this helped you see the sequence more clearly, hit like, leave a comment with your take or corrections, subscribe for the next breakdown, and share it with a friend who loves aviation. Want another event analyzed? Name it below. Fly safe.